first trait we chose to analyze was trust and how it demonstrates the importance of keeping your word to your clients, promoting a stronger therapeutic relationship. The symbol that was chosen in the coat of arms is the pinky promise, as it is the universal symbol for trust. The symbol is shown through children, as it is the first way they represent trust. The pinkies represent the fragility and trust, as they are weak compared to the rest of the fingers. As it is very fragile, trust is hard to gain back when it is broken, which makes the rest of the traits we have chosen, such as empathy, knowledge, accountability, respect, ineffective. An umbrella can personify the other traits as it protects them. In the nursing environment, trust is compulsory in order to give the best care needed to achieve certain goals that would have been established. Significant events such as clients seeking guidance, finding answers to questions, sharing information, and expressing health promotion are difficult to obtain during the care process if trust is not used. Additionally, clients will be less receptive to treatment, information, and any relationships to be formed later on if trust is broken.
The next nursing quality we chose to examine was respect, as it is essential for the creation of an environment where clients feel acknowledged and involved throughout their healthcare journey. The symbol we chose that best represented this quality was a flower called chrysanthemum. This flower comes in a variety of colors, but we chose the color pink, as it symbolizes the universal love for oneself, of others, as well as approachability, which is crucial when it comes to establishing a nurse-client relationship. The chrysanthemum is a flower with many layers of petals, which displays how nurses need to understand each angle, aspect, and layer of their clients in order to respect their values to effectively provide safe care. Likewise, having self-respect and respect for colleagues entails reflecting each aspect and layer of personal values. Through values clarification, nurses are able to recognize and prevent imposing their own biases towards clients. Instead, it promotes nurses to take into account the client's thoughts and feelings in order to establish trust and provide client-centered care. Through self-respect, nurses are also able to create a positive work environment where colleagues do not feel judged but instead feel comfortable and respected. We place the chrysanthemum at the bottom center of the coat of arms, which supports all the other qualities since respect is a foundational concept. Without respect, nurses are unable to thoroughly understand the client's experience, form a trusting relationship, and advocate for them.
The next nursing quality we chose was knowledge. The symbol to represent this are koi fish. Based on the Japanese cultural symbol, koi fish represent wisdom and overcoming adversity. Stories are told on how they climb waterfalls, swimming upstream against the current. Just like how koi fish swim upstream, this also symbolizes how nurses need to incorporate an upstream thinking approach in order to effectively advocate and care for clients. Having the adequate knowledge, nurses are able to recognize and combat biases, social injustices, and unethical decision-making. As depicted in the CNO, knowledge and knowledge application are required for nurses to encompass in order to ensure quality care. Without the specific body of knowledge and experience, it is difficult to provide patients with the care that incorporates all the nursing attributes.
The next trait we chose to analyze was empathy and how it allows you to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand what beliefs and ideas they embody. The symbol we chose that best showcases this trait was the eye, and how it's a representation of recognizing the feelings, preferences, and experiences of the individual. This quality is significant to nursing as it demonstrates the nurse's ability to provide the best possible emotional and physical care to the patient. Many times the attribute of empathy is confused with sympathy, but the key differences between the two is that empathy involves placing yourself in someone else's shoes, while sympathy is focused on the feelings of compassion and pity one may face. The trait of empathy is especially significant because it acts as an effective communication tool by allowing you to shift to the client's frame of reference, appreciate the client's values, and display a genuine representation of yourself.
The last trait we chose was accountability, and it is represented on our coat of arms as bees and a hive. Accountability is defined as being responsible for oneself and one's own work. Just like in a hive, where every bee has a specific job in which they take responsibility for completing, each nurse is accountable to their clients and for the care they provide to said clients. This is an important trait in nursing, in particular when it comes to mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable in the learning process, which is why it's important that nurses take responsibility for their errors and promptly seek out a solution. This ensures patient safety, and safety for the nurse as well. Nursing is a self-governed profession in which nurses must adhere to certain guidelines such as the CNO professional standards and the Nursing Code of Ethics. Nurses must follow these regulations in order to maintain their license to practice. Nurses who take responsibility for the care they provide develop increased problem-solving abilities, critical thinking skills, and a stronger sense of value and respect for oneself and others. Accountability also facilitates personal growth in both knowledge and skills. This is important as nursing is a self-regulated profession that involves continuing competence and a specific body of knowledge. Although there are many other nursing qualities that we didn't choose which are also important to the profession, we thought that the 5 we chose, empathy, accountability, knowledge, respect, and trust, were among the overarching foundational concepts that most directly and indirectly affected relationships, competence, and overall health outcomes in nursing.
This assignment has taught us that the nursing profession encompasses a wide variety of qualities that most people would not think of. It made us realize that to be a proficient nurse, it is not only the schooling, but the skills learned throughout the experience.
While selecting nursing qualities for this coat of arms, it dawned on us that there isn't one specific quality that overshadows another. Each quality is somewhat interrelated in order to provide adequate care.